Welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review. As always, with me, Phil, and joining me, as always, every week,
it's Lilith! Hey guys! And I'm actually still in pretty good mood. So, 2 weeks in a row! Can we go for 3? Or is that asking too much, Phil?
I don't know. Well, next week's the 5th Wednesday, so I think is there annuals coming out? I think the Grayson annual comes out next week.
I am so over annuals now. Like, I loved how they did it back in the day, but like the last 3 years, it's been rough with annuals.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, didn't both companies like do it as like they used to do them in the summer?
Yeah, right? I thought I was crazy. Or they would also do it in the winter too, though. Like around that Christmas break. At least
sometimes
when I was growing up.
Yeah, but like back in the early '90s, didn't it? I think it's like I know at least Marvel. I remember like that, like there was like that was like the big summer thing. That was when most of the
You want
annuals
to know
came
a
out.
dirty little secret? I literally have no annuals from Marvel.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have guessed that.
No, and I love old school Marvel. That's the crazy thing. I just have never really felt the need to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of times, at least back then, the story in the annual didn't impact the monthly series, so you could like kind of skip an annual, and it had no effect on the story.
Now everything's all connected and weird, and hey, don't forget to pick up the rest of the story. It's like it's supposed to be a self-contained story, you bastards.
Yeah, or they used to like connect the annuals, like get the Fantastic Four annual, then it would be like continued in the X-Men annual.
Yeah. Oh, we're reminiscing about the good old days, Phil. We sound like old fogies. We better get to the reviews. How many issues do you have this week, sir? How much money did you spend with DC this week?
Like I told you, originally I was only going to get 4 issues, so I actually picked up the first 4 issues of We Are Robin since number 4 came out this week.
Sweet. Are you a believer like a lot of people? It has a lot of fanfare.
I like it. Don't hate on me for this, but it kind of gives me a vibe of like you probably didn't read the Slinger series from Marvel back in the late '90s.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
It kind of had that vibe, but like a non superpowered vibe. But it kind of gave me that vibe, which is good because I liked that series back in the day. So
yeah, it was good. I like a on the ground street level book, and the fact that they're Robins, and so you read them, so Alfred is the Nest and all that stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, they took a liberty with that, but other than that, I really have been enjoying it, and I feel like this is the best thing that the DCU initiative has really kind of come up with. It's very urban, but like not a disingenuous kind of urban vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's get into
Yeah.
this. Yeah. Like I said, I caught up to date on the series, and it's just like I don't know when they first advertised it. I don't know what kind of vibe it gave me, but it just seemed like
Teeny
I don't know. It kind
bopper.
of turned me off. It kind of turned me off. I was like, well, what are they gonna? Are they like a gang of like a gang using Robin's symbol, or is it like you were saying? Is it like another Gotham Academy? Which I mean, I hear is good. You tell me it's good, but it just seems like it's for a younger audience.
And it totally is.
But yeah, the most, the main characters are teenagers, but it doesn't have, it doesn't really. You could be old like us and appreciate it, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't have that stench of CW Teeny Bopper 2006 to 2010 stench on it. Okay, so where do you want to start first?
Well, since we're talking about We Are Robin, you want to do this week's number 4?
Sure. We Are Robin. Where do I even start? I fall in love with this book more and more each month. And this is kind of a special issue because it's like really setting up the crossovers that we were expecting with all the like former Bat kids for all intent and purposes. Because Batgirl is in it, she's not technically a Robin, so Bat kid it is. I liked
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah, like I said, I found myself enjoying it too, and we get Batgirl in this issue.
Yeah. I'm really liking the rotation of character POVs in this. I really like the artwork. It's something very different than what any other title is doing. Maybe outside of, I would say Gotham by Midnight has a similar vibe, but a little more gothic. This art just really stands out in all the titles right now.
Yeah, and I mean it just proves the point. DC, good storytelling. You don't need gimmicks. I mean, these are basically unknown characters before. If it was written in a different way, I probably wouldn't care about this series. But I'm a you've converted me.
So yeah, in the last issue we lost one of the Robins. But it's kind of like that. I wouldn't say that it doesn't matter, but it's not as heavy as an impact. Do you know what I mean? This is all kind of like a
Yeah,
mantle being passed down and around. So like one person falls and another person steps up kind of situation. And I think I kind of like that.
yeah.
So did you? What was your favorite character?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I like most of them. Probably. I don't. I guess I want to say Duke, but maybe that's just because he got a lot of time. He got a lot of face time in the first three issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now it's Duke.
I think
Why? Who's your?
Rico surprised me the most in this issue. We got to see him suit up and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that for this issue. But I like Duke too. But yeah, for this issue, I'd say Rico.
But yeah, I mean, it was very good. I mean, take my grade with a grain of salt, just because I read all four issues in one sitting. So
Yeah, the other three
uh,
issues were a little bit better.
I still enjoy number four though. I mean, I'm willing to give I'll give number four a four.
Me too. I did. It was just missing that certain je ne sais quoi for me. I just couldn't put my
Mm-hmm.
finger on it, but I think it's like at the same time why I like how one soldier falls and it like it affects the group, yeah, but they still press on without like much to do, like to do about it. But at the same time, I feel like these are kids and it would absolutely kind of impact them in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is probably what that boils down to. So yep. Where to next, Captain? Oh, my Captain.
uh, you're you're not reading Deathstroke, right?
No. I told you to call me when he grows up.
Well, he's still young, but all right. I guess this is kind of the wrap up of the Paradise Island story. It's him, Superman, Wonder Woman, and while Superman's busy like stopping a volcano, and the Amazons are busy like taking out the forces of this dark god, Deathstroke has his magic sword, and he does the job he was paid for. He takes out the dark god, but then the god who hired him shows up and says, "Well, you know why I hired you? Because you don't get away with killing a god. The other gods like demand like a sacrifice, so they're gonna kill you." So
So wait,
Deathstroke's
hold
like,
on. You remember how you were telling me he was uh extorting Damien in the last like Robin Son of Batman or whatever?
"Yes,
Where does this line up exactly? Or does it just not? Does it literally not matter?
it's DCU. It doesn't matter."
Did that bother you? Because it bothers me, and I don't even read either one.
Yeah, I mean that's just I don't know if it's just my personal OCD, but I mean there are times like when I read I'll read my books, and I like to put them in chronological order and read that. So
I don't think that's your OCD. I think that's most comic book readers.
yeah, but oh no, you can't, you have to let me tell you the ending of this. So the gods are like, yeah, we did demand the sacrifice. They're like, well, but if you don't want to die, we'll take one of your children instead.
What?
Yeah, they're they Rose or Jericho, they were like, yeah, we'll take one of them. He's like, no. He's like, but if you want to sacrifice, and the issue ends, he's still young, but he pulls out. You remember he grew back his other eye. He
Yeah.
pulls out one of his eyes and says, here, you want to sacrifice? Here's a sacrifice. And that's how they end the issue.
One step closer to Mama coming home to Deathstroke.
Yeah, down the one eye.
Just don't make it glowy and like have him in, or absolutely actually have him and Deadshot do a team up book. That's pretty cool, actually. The ending sounds really cool.
Yeah, but literally, like, the last panel was him holding his own eye.
I was hoping Allie would come by and shoot him one of these days, since they love to force us to take some TV show stuff into this now.
It's better than the last couple. I give this 3.5.
Okay, a little bit better than average. All right, I see you, Deathstroke. Phil keeps talking me into maybe picking up an issue. Oh, where do you want to talk? Did you read Justice League 3001?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. So I guess I can talk about it. This is like a really kooky issue. It's the Flash versus Mirror Master. And it's just like a hot mess of just action and weird stories folding in on themselves and imploding, but like totally in a good way, in my opinion. There's lots of great character interactions, very fast paced. The art was a bit amateurish, unfortunately, which as it kind of kills it for me. But that's really like the only downside. This was a very funny, kooky, crazy story, and it was like right in my wheelhouse. So yeah, I'm here for Justice League 3001 still. But this got a 3.5. It was one of my 2 disappointments of the week, honestly.
Oh.
Because I wasn't expecting much from Flash.
Oh, so that wasn't the disappointment?
I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, because we're still dealing with Zoom and that whole rogues gallery right now, and I'm just not feeling it.
All right, well, let's dive into there. Continue.
Okay, moving right along to the Flash number 44. Oh, God. It's just, yeah, like, it's just what I said. I'm over Zoom. It's like, okay, he was gone for a minute, and now they've overdosed us on him. And I don't care about anybody in this rogues gallery. He's talking out loud to himself like a crazy person, because we're not allowed to have thought bubbles anymore for whatever freaking reason that is.
That's like the industry standard now, isn't it? You can't have thought bubbles. You have to have the text boxes, you know?
Yeah, and I hate it. I hate it so much. But in this issue specifically, it drove me up a wall. And was that Harley? Oh, it's just
what?
The bake. Oh God, it was just so bad. I'm over this.
Do you think the problem is just that they don't know what they want to be? Do they want to be the TV show? Do they want to be, a regular DC Universe book?
I think they need to be a regular DC Universe book. I think they should let the TV show be the TV show, let the movie be the movie, and let the comic book be the comic book. Because honestly, I wasn't really on board when they first brought him back in the New 52 reboot. And like the only thing that I really liked about the 90s Flash comic books was that remember how everything was like all weird and dark and gritty in the 90s, right? For DC. Flash was like one of the only few titles, which I really feel like is why I got mixed. They were like, this doesn't fit with our personal aesthetic right now. So yeah, and it was just like, ugh. And that was like the best thing about the Flash. And so like now it's just like it's utterly ridiculous and over the top. I mean, Wally, quote unquote, let's just say it that way, is dispensing like advice. Really, we're gonna listen to Wally, quote unquote? No, thank you.
But I don't know if they were giving a nod to like when Jeff Johns was writing Wally's Flash book, because when they have him, I don't know, kind of doing, what would you call it, an internship in the police garage, because he actually worked in the police garage.
I'm tired of
But I guess,
nods. Like, just make your own damn story. We don't care about continuity anymore. So just at least make the character interesting.
yeah. But I guess this whole debacle at the end is how Wally's gonna get super speed.
Which I'm okay with. I mean, as long as he gets it back, I really don't care because this has been really kind of brutal.
Yeah, and it's like we don't get Iris anymore, and when we do, it's like usually one page an issue where he's just like, "How's Wally? Oh, good. Okay."
Right? Now
Yeah,
that's totally a page out of the TV show, if you ask me.
yeah, but it's like and Patty's disappeared, so shouldn't Iris be in the book more
No
now?
love interests. Girls are gross.
I
Unless
know you
they're
would think they
unless
were
they're
right.
bisexual and they're shaking their butts. They're gross. That is all that I can gather from DC. That's their logic, apparently.
Girls are girls are gross unless they're bat villains.
To think about it, or unless it's Babs in her underwear after a long day of crime fighting. Oh, the misogyny of it all. It just makes my blood boil.
So, do I dare ask what you gave the
It
Flash?
was a 2.5.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah. What about you?
That's I'd give it a 3.
Am I being too hard on the Flash, or is it kind of disappointing month by month to see it kind of slip into mediocrity?
I don't know if it's at mediocrity yet, but I can see why you're having a problem with it. Like I said, well, like you said, they're giving the nods to too many things. Nods to Jeff Johns' time on the book, nods to the TV show, and they're trying to be a regular DCU
And
books.
wasn't
It's
this
like
$4?
uh, yes, it was.
Yeah, definitely not worth the $4.
It was the same price as We Are Robin,
Which
so
was worth the price of admission.
yeah.
Ugh, just I don't know what we're gonna do. I did. Did I tell you I read Aquaman 44?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I actually just did it. That's why I needed the extra few minutes before we started. Did you read
Okay.
that?
And no, I did
Oh,
not.
okay. Yeah, the only reason why I picked it up is because Mira's back and she wants him dead. And I'm like, you know what? If she just becomes Aquaman, I'd be here for that. Like, let's just kill Aquaman and make her the queen of the seven seas for like a little bit because nobody stays dead because it's a comic book. It would be more interesting than whatever the hell Aquaman's been up to besides cameoing in freaking everybody else's book and not even being interesting.
Yeah. Hey, they're looking for diversity. I mean, make them disappear for a while. Have focus the book on Mira at least until
Yeah.
Batman v Superman when it.
I know, right? Like seriously, like she is like one of the most interesting like characters in the Aquaman mythology, and they don't really focus on her a lot. And when she was in, wasn't she in Justice League United for a little bit or whatever? She was interesting there.
Yeah. Well, this last arc that I lost interest in. Well, a lot of people did. They're canceling it, but anyway, yeah, she was one of the only interesting things I found about that book at that point.
Exactly. So now that she's home, I say let her kill Aquaman, and maybe it's just a secret plot where she really doesn't want to kill him, but she has to like trick people into something. Which, of course, it's a comic book. That's probably what it is. So yeah, but they need to reconciliate because
Yeah.
they were one of the best like romances too. But it was like so low key because they were both BAMF. Like they both could kick butt together, and she was very much his equal, unlike a lot of these other superheroes and their lady folk.
Girls have cooties in the DCU. Remember
But
that.
I think they are very interested in Mira because she's a very unexplored character and that has a lot of potential. And with the DCU initiative, it's actually possible they might be planning this.
Well, yeah, build her up because I mean, eventually, aren't they planning on doing an Aquaman movie too?
Exactly. Colin Bunn is the best. I really like Colin Bunn. He's grown on me in these last like 3 months. Who he wrote this book to and a few others that I like. And the artwork was really great. So shout out to Trevor McCarthy. But all in all, it's still just at a 3, very average. But this arc has potential, so I'm willing to give it 4 more issues. I'm back in the Aquaman business for now. Oh, where to next, sir?
Well, let's go to Batgirl 44.
Okay, Batgirl 44.
But you're talking about Babs in her underwear. I was looking just because I was like, I want to see the point where Lilith flips out, but I don't think we got that shot this
No,
issue.
we didn't. Thank goodness too. Well, for me anyway. But this cover, little I don't know. I wasn't really feeling this cover. It was a little much.
Yeah, I mean, I told you the other day, like I on Twitter I put up the Grayson issue, that like the cover image and the cover image for Batgirl 44. Just like the on sale date. Oh man, Grayson got retweeted and favorited like crazy. I don't think one person retweeted the Batgirl cover.
She looks like that damn new Bratz doll with the pink hair, and I'm just like, just I don't know that they don't know how to market this book at all.
It looks like a romance comic.
Exactly. It's just Velvet Tiger, really? Velvet Tiger
in her short skirt. Yeah.
Oh my god, I just can't with this. And more. We give like more. Like, why are we not focusing on Babs? I literally don't care about her supporting cast. They are not interesting to me at all. They are annoying as hell. Sorry.
And that's what was confusing me. Was she still Oracle in the New 52?
Oh god, don't ask me about New 52 Origins, because I don't. It feels like it changes.
I know. I mean, but how old is she supposed to be? Because she just seems so young in this
19,
series now.
I thought I read somewhere.
Maybe, because I'm sure they de-age.
She's not old enough to drink. Right?
I don't know. That's what it seems like from the book.
Yeah, I could swear she was under 21. I think I read that somewhere.
But yeah, the Velvet Tiger, doesn't this seem like? I mean, I know she had some real tigers with her, but I mean, doesn't this seem like a villain that
Harley Quinn should be making
Babs could
out
take
with?
down? And like, maybe, but I'm like, just Babs should have had taken her down by page 3, don't you think?
2, excuse you.
Well, give it a page to set up.
Yeah,
what happened last.
I'm just saying, like in the little corner, just push her off something. Don't ever want to see this character again, by the way.
And is it? I think we've said it before, but is this art just getting more manga?
It totally is. It's Babs Tar. She's back, right? Babs Tar has that effect on this title.
Yeah, when she first started, I don't think it was quite as cartoony.
I think they took a bad focus group. Like, there's an art to the focus group, right? You can't believe anytime you do a focus group, there's always going to be at least 2% of the group that is just being contrary as hell and just wants to mess your product up. Seriously, as a person who has been that person in the focus group, just for the heck of it. So I don't know. Like, you have to take a focus group with a grain of salt. I feel like they've over focus grouped this title, and they're kind of ruining it, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I like the art before Babs Tar. I mean, I don't hate her art, but it just, like I said, it keeps getting more anime.
Who did the art in this one? It was.
Oh wait, it wasn't her.
No, she
took
this month
that's
off.
Why. But it was Bengal. Oh, get it?
Yes,
get it? It was issue with tigers. It was Bengal.
I don't know.
So maybe
I read that Stewart and Fletcher seem to have a bit of a fascination with Batman 66, and they like a campier take on Gotham City. And I just don't think that kind of works with Babs for her history and what her fans really want from her.
No.
So, anything else you want to add? Sorry, I kept cutting you off.
That's okay. No. I think I give this one a 3.
What did I give this one? Did I give this one a 3.5? Yes, I sure did. It's a 3.5 for me.
Hmm.
Still a Bat book at the end of the day. Let's just be real.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Totally.
Uh, well, I don't know about you, but do you want to move to my pick of the week?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I can totally understand why this would be your pick of the week. It was really good. The baby's
I mean, it
home.
usually is my pick of the week, but I mean, yeah, it was good.
Can I just do this? Robert returns to the roost. Oh, this was great. This was
Yeah,
very emotionally complex, and I like it. I like how they dealt with everybody. Their reaction to him being home and all that stuff.
Dick and Bruce having their beard party in the beginning of the issue.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of confused at first until I finished the issue, and I was like, why would Dick be in disguise to talk to Bruce? Bruce wouldn't even remember him anyway. But I'm thinking Alfred probably asked him to do that because if you have amnesia, what are you going to do? You were going to read everything you can, internet, everything you can, about current events, and you know, Dick's identity was revealed to the whole world.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It was definitely better than last month's issue for me. And at first glance, I think that at first it kind of threw me off a little bit because it's like the tone of it is like really different. But I think I like when they get deep like this.
mm-hmm. And all like those dialogue bubbles he saw around everybody when he first saw them. I don't know. I guess like memories or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I recognized a lot of those from pre New Fifty
Oh
Two.
yeah, there
So
were so many quotes, dude. I was just like, "Yep, yep, I remember that one. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah,
oh
they
yeah.
remember." But I think Bat books are probably the only like DC books that I say should kind of dwell in the sense of history because I mean that's kind of what makes the Bat family the Bat family.
Well, yeah. Well, they're the only ones who kind of remained unscathed. After New 52. With that legacy family feel.
Yep. And it was also like a throwback to
But
like Grayson features in #1 too, right?
well, yeah, because they were talking about that Clue Master code,
Yeah.
but it was I don't know. Some of it was predictable. I knew Babs was going to be mad at
Oh well,
him.
obviously, which is a good. Actually, predictability is good, which because it means that they're keeping the character consistent. So I don't mind that.
Yeah, I love when he comes face to face with Damien. They're both like, "You're alive,"
Yeah.
because Dick went undercover when Damien was dead, and then by the time Damien came back to life, Dick was already everyone thought he was dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I loved how they did like the little homage to their partnership.
Yep. For me, this is a 4. It definitely pulled on my heartstrings, but it also pushed the plot forward, which is something that hasn't really happened in Grayson for like 3 issues. Let's just be real. So yeah, and I loved it
Yeah.
being nostalgic, and it was just pretty much a simple, straightforward story too. So I like that. I think that a lot of these stories in the New 52 and DCU are just so convoluted, and they do these backflips to not mention stuff and gloss over other things that I just like that the Bat family can be the Bat family.
Yeah. Well, do you think with a lot of the creators and then New 52 and after, everyone's like, well, what happened and what can we use and what can we not use?
Yeah, yeah. It just when they come, like they're just a family and they're kind of reunited and like it's gonna take a little bit of work, obviously, but I'm happy they're back together.
Yeah. But yeah, that it's a 5 for me. It's my pick of the
Four and a
week.
half, and I totally understand. But my pick of the week is something so wacky and so crazy, and I've been really refraining from doing it. I think I've only ever like really picked something that isn't completely anywhere near the continuity, like maybe once or twice with He-Man. But this one, my pick of the week, it's a 5. It's Scooby Doo Team Up number 12. And it's Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and they meet the Scooby Gang. And oh my God, yes, this is for kids. This is an E title, but this is how you do a team up with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. You make it fun, and you make it G-rated fun. Batgirl shows up too.
Wow.
It
See,
was amazing.
you said it was a
Yeah,
big
it's a 5.
5.
This is what comic books should be.
Wow.
Fun, entertaining, that anybody can pick up and not feel uncomfortable. I'm just really sick of this like rated T titles and stuff. Like I don't know, it's just something the magic is missing from DC because they want to be
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be a M only, just be an M only or whatever or rated T, but like just let me know.
Yeah, why can't you have all ages books? I mean, you want to hook the kids. I mean, look at us. I mean, we started reading when we were kids, and I'm still reading 20 some years later.
Exactly. I just feel bad for the kids. They don't like. I just like it's hard to like just pick up a title and it's like, oh, beaver jokes and boobies, yay.
Or even like if you hear one of the kids say, "Oh yeah, that story in New 52 whatever was so good," I'm just like, "Oh, if you had just been reading, even just a few years before New 52."
I think that I know a lot of them have gone back and go, especially if you're a fan of like Iris and Barry. I know a lot of those people. They're like, oh, well, yeah, back in the day, this was epic, and Lois and Clark were epic. What happened? Because I mean, if you want the female side of things, yeah, you absolutely do need a little bit of the romance, generally speaking. But it also just makes for a more well-rounded character, and I just for the life of me don't understand the choices that they are making with the quote unquote love interests and stuff and why it's so taboo now.
I know it's just like Lois and Clark. It was a great marriage, but also like Lois was basically on another protagonist in the story.
Yeah, Jimmy too. Like back in the day, like they all had their own titles. Lois had she was like the longest running female title. Jimmy Olsen had a really long
Yeah.
running title, 2 of them if I remember right. And so it's just like they just don't make it like that anymore. And it just bums me out that the kids have to deal with selfie sticks and beaver jokes.
Yeah, but yeah, you're going old school. I was even thinking like in the '90s.
Oh yeah, the '90s was well after he wasn't quote unquote dead anymore. It got better. It was rough while he was quote unquote dead. I hated every minute of that. Did you enjoy it? I love the death of Superman. Don't get me wrong, but the after fallout where there's all these titles and Steel and then this guy and then that guy and I'm just like I don't care. I know he's not really dead. I don't care.
I kind of liked it in the beginning, but still, like, I thought it dragged
It
on
was
too
a
long.
straight up money grab. Where's the ka-ching sound effect though?
Oh wait, I don't have it on.
I'll put it in post edit.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, well, the '90s were a complete money grab. I mean, the death of Superman, and then Bane broke Batman's
But
back, and
that
then
was so good. Now I will say that it might have been a money grab, but at least it was so good. I'd say the only thing bad that came out of it was Man Bat. Shots fired. just keeping it real. So yeah, that did we cover all your titles?
Yeah, that's everything I
Cool
got this week.
beans. Do you? I will just give them a little Gotham talk. So Gotham just premiered Monday. I was blown away by how good it was, but not really because the pilot was really good. So they know how to open a story. It's all about the middle and the end with these people. So yeah, have you guys talked about it yet over on Before the Bat? Or is that tomorrow?
Not yet. We're gonna. Yeah, no, we're recording tomorrow
Well,
morning.
that's Batman Day, so perfect.
I know. I mean, it won't come out Batman Day, but yeah.
Oh yeah, what are you doing for Batman Day? September 26th.
Well, we're going out. We're going out shopping tomorrow.
Yeah, they have some stuff at Hot Topic. I know my library is doing something. Barnes and Noble is doing something. There are no like book signings or anything like that in my area, unfortunately. But like I know there's one in LA, San Francisco, Chicago, New York. I think it was one in Houston. They're all over the place, and I'm so jealous.
Yeah, no, me too. I don't think there's any signings out this way either. But yeah, we're gonna be at the mall, so I'll probably stop in at Hot Topic, and there's a Barnes and Noble down the street. I'll
And they're
probably
all
check it
like
out.
special edition variant covers of Batman Eternal, Batman and Robin Eternal, or the original Batman Eternal. I think it's the original. No, they have
What?
a variant cover. Like every store is like has like there's like 14 variant covers for like I think it's the original Batman Eternal. Let me look. Might be Batman and Robin
Huh.
Eternal.
But while you're looking at that, I know you do a lot of digital. Yeah, I got the. I guess it's supposed to be for tomorrow, Batman Day, but it was a free comic at the store. Most of it was just a reprint of the first issue of
Yeah.
Endgame, but in the back they had an 8-page preview of Batman
Yeah,
Robin
maybe
Eternal.
that's what I'm thinking of. I know they have these weird variant covers. It's like 14 of them. It's crazy. Let's see all the people that are so all the sources. On, don't be fickle. Hastings, Hot Topic, Spencer's, FYE for your entertainment, GameStop, BAM, Barnes and Noble, and of course you can check with your local bookshop or bookstore. I know that they're doing that, and you might be able to call your library. I know a lot of libraries are doing stuff, so a big day for me tomorrow. I'm be early, getting all the free swag that I can get. And of course supporting my local comic book shop. So let's just wrap
Right.
it up.
Yep. All right. Well, if you want to get hold of us, you can reach us on Facebook, facebook.com/world's finest podcast. You can email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And Lilith, where
You
can the
guys can
people
find
find
me
you?
on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. I'm on Tumblr. It's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. Be sure to check out my blog, littlepopculturevulture.blogspot.com, as well as Channel 52 for all your DC comic books related news, TV, movies, and occasionally comic books.
All right, everyone, come back next week for more DCU fun. And remember, the bat sells more than anything else. The bat sells. Good night.